We're almost ready for the next Australian Wild Country Adventures and Ridge Group Hunter Education course. We try to keep our courses as simple and as practical as possible. We focus on safety, herd management, herd genetics, which animals to take, when and how many. We also touch on the other species, Samba, Fallow, Chital, Moluccan Roosa and Javan Roosa. When you're managing deer, it's important to know what age structure you've got within your herd and which animals you should select to remove from it to keep the overall population stable and at the highest quality that you can. So jawbone aging is an essential. Now all our herd management strategies are focused on returning an economic value to the landowner for those animals on their property so that the animals are kept at a stable level, their quality is kept up. It's a win-win situation for the hunters, for the landowners and the environment. One big part in that is recognising the stags that we call management or cull stags, like these guys. Stuff that's missing bay tines, tray tines and tops. We link this then with their jawbone, so we can say, like, this animal here might have been an 8 or 9 year old animal, was very small in body size, had no antler genetics. He should be removed from the herd. Same as this one here. He might have gone through drought years, there might have been a lot of other contributing factors, but the overall end game says that this animal is of poor quality within the herd. We've got plenty of animals, we need to reduce the overall numbers. So let's get him out and let's keep a better one, such as this type of young stag. This little bloke was a 2-year-old when another animal stabbed him. We found him dead in the paddock. We aged him by his jawbone. This little guy's got brow, bay, and he's going into top straight away as a 2-year-old. It's far better to have that quality in your herd than this quality in your herd. This gives a big economic value back to the landowner. These ones don't. The better the economic value, the more the landowners are happy, the better the trophy quality, the more participation from hunters and the happier they are. And the herd is managed correctly. A win-win situation. We also go through examples of top-end genetics. And while this may not be always possible out in the bush under true free-range conditions, it shows what is possible if you manage your herd correctly. One of the essential parts of our hunter education course is the utilisation of the venison that you harvest out of the bush. So we go through the whole range of topics with our hunters, from firstly which animal to select, how best to shoot it, where, so that we work on the humane and the ethical side of it. We then look at getting that animal out of the bush, back to the camp, or alternatively, how best to cut it up while you're out there in the bush. We then look at skinning, gutting, and boning that animal out, and then getting that venison home to your family in the safest and most hygienic way possible. That was him. You know, we knew the history of him. We could trace his right through. Okay. And when I got that stag, when I caught him, I've got photos of him there when I first caught him, and that's what he had on his head. So genetics isn't just the answer. You can have genetics, right, You can have genetics without getting results because you haven't had food. And you can have genetics and food and don't get results because you didn't get it to age. So you need genetics, you need food, you need age. To be able to manage our deer correctly, to be able to provide that win-win situation for the landowners, for the hunters and the environment, we need sensible and sustainable management principles in place from a state government level. These can then pass through to the local authorities who can then work with landowners and hunters to achieve outcomes that benefit everybody. A true win-win situation. Right now, the biosecurity bill is being finalised. The regulations are being set in stone. So it's a really good time for you to have your say. If you ever wanted to have a say in the management of wild deer, this is it. What we're suggesting is you go to the Ridge website, get the address of your local MP, and either go and see them personally, write them a letter, or send them an email. Be respectful and be decent, because these are hard-working people that are out there to look after your best interests if they possibly can. So get across your ideas on deer management, and if you can, please include that you would like to see sustainable management principles put in place, whereby local governments can work with local landowners and hunters on a sustainable basis, not an eradication basis. There's never been a better time for you to have your say on wild deer management in Queensland than right now. This is our world. This is our wild country.